Ryanair out with results for the first quarter of fiscal year 2024, striking a cautious tone about travel demand for the remainder of the year and cutting its passenger growth forecast. Joining us right now is Ryanair Group's Chief Financial Officer, Neil Sorahan. And Neil, you had really great numbers. You had the most passengers you've ever taken. You saw big increases in things like fares, where the average fare was up by 42%. But you also see a few things that concern you about the remainder of the year. And as a result, the stock was a little down. Why don't you talk about that? What do you see that actually concerns you?
Well, first of all, great to see you, Becky. Thanks for having me on the show. Yeah, very strong quarter. I'm very pleased with it now. I suppose the comps last year were somewhat softer due to the invasion of Ukraine and the impact it had on Easter last year. We had a bumper Easter. We had an extra bank holiday in the UK due to the coronation. But we would be somewhat cautious looking into the winter. As always, we don't have an awful lot of visibility at this time of year. We're just over 10% booked into Q3. And less than 5% booked into Q4. So it's difficult to know what will happen. But we are conscious that interest rates have been rising in the UK and Europe over the past number of months. And passengers may need some price stimulation to encourage them to travel to the extent that they did last year. As you know well, our model is load active, yield passive, which means we'll price to fill the planes. We're going to carry 183.5 million passengers this year. And thanks to the cost base that we have and the balance sheet that we have, if we need to stimulate traffic, we're best placed to do so, and we'll just grab some more market share as a result of that.
You are Europe's largest passenger airline, just by the numbers, by the passenger numbers. But that 5% booking that you see right now in the fourth quarter, the 10% in the third quarter, is that unusual, or is that kind of what you would normally be at these levels?
No, that's normalized. I'm talking about the third quarter out to Christmas, and then the fourth quarter for us is January to March of next year. So it's some distance out, and that's in line with what would typically be the case this time of year. We don't have a huge amount of visibility into the winter, so we're cautioning that we may have to stimulate. We don't know if we'll have to at this point in time, but it is a possibility.
When you say stimulate, you just mean cut rates, cut fares.
Yeah, lower fares. Yeah, exactly.
One of the concerns that people had, too, was just what the Boeing delays for those airline deliveries are going to mean for you. It doesn't sound like you're quite as concerned as you were a few months ago.
No, in fairness to Boeing, they've sorted out a lot of their supply chain issues. I think they've been hugely unlucky in the past few weeks. They had a strike with Spirit, their fuselage manufacturer in Wichita, and then when that was just sorted out, the only rail link between Wichita and Seattle in which to bring the fuselages saw a bridge collapse in Montana over the Yellowstone River. So I think they couldn't have planned for that one. They've got a temporary fix in place. But the reality is that this is going to have a knock-on impact into our autumn and ultimately a domino effect impact on deliveries for the balance of the year, which is why we took down traffic marginally this morning from 185 million passengers for a full year to about 183.5 million.
What are you seeing right now just in terms of the heat wave that's been happening in Europe? Have people changed where they're going for vacations, or are they still headed to those spots even though those hot spots have been so hot?
No, they're still heading, and if you'd been sitting in London or in Dublin yesterday in the buckets of rain, you'd be heading for the hot spots as well. We're carrying about 600,000 people today all across Europe and 3,200 flights. The airports are full and everybody's trying to get away. But I mean, there have been some noticeable headlines around heat waves. It is quite localized, some of the forest fires that we're seeing in places like Greece, but no shortage of demand. People still keen to get away from the rain in Ireland and the UK.
Neil, we've talked a lot today about the Federal Reserve, which is meeting this week, but the European Central Bank is meeting as well, and they are also expected to raise rates. If you're worried that people are going to get hit and consumers are going to be feeling a pinch a little later in the year, do you think that the ECB should stop raising rates, or do you think they're doing the right thing because they're going after inflation and that's one of the big problems?
Look, they have an inflation target. The difficulty, I suppose, in Ireland is that there's so many different economies, from the Italian to the Irish, on different trajectories. So it's hard to have a one-size-fits-all. Maybe slightly easier in the US for the Fed. I think they've got a couple more rate increases to go. What we've found over the years, though, is that people continue to travel in numbers. You just get a little bit more price sensitive when everything else is going up, and that's where we come into our own. So opportunities to grow market share at lower fares.
Your Belgian pilots are expected to go on strike again later this week, the 29th and 30th of July. I know they went on strike earlier in the month. What happened? Where do things stand? What are the issues?
Yeah, well, I mean, if we look at the strike that they had a weekend ago, that was not greatly supported. I think about 1/3 of our pilots turned up, and then with non-based Belgian aircraft, we operated about 70% of the Belgian flights that day. Very small proportion of the overall operations. Look, we're meeting them later this week. If they want to do something, we'll happily talk to them. If they don't, then we're happy enough for them to get on and do what they want to do the weekend after next. But as things stand, as I said, we're operating 3,200 flights a day, 600,000 people, our busiest schedule ever. And if there's a couple of small pockets of unrest, well, so be it. We've looked after our people. We restored pay faster than anyone had expected, 24 months ahead of expectations. We've put in pay increases. We've got 1,000 cadets going through our training schools and no shortage of applications. So look, I think Belgium just think they're maybe a little bit special relative to everybody else.